What's up, guys? This is my 2017 Made in Mexico Precision bass. Bought this bass brand new. Before this, I just played jazz basses for years. So I got this, and I really liked it, and I was like, dang, why haven't I been playing a P bass forever? So I played this bass about 5 years, and I decided I wanted to get like a really nice P bass. So I got this bass, my 2022 American Professional 2 P bass, and it's great. I love it. It's perfect. It's so perfect, in fact, that it's all I've played the last 3 years. I've played this bass like twice in the last 3 years. So I thought, I either need to get rid of it or I need to give myself a reason to play it more often. And I thought, I've always liked the sound of fretless bass. I've always liked Jaco Pastorius. You know, who hasn't? We've all heard about Jaco and how he turned his bass into fretless, so why can't I turn my bass into fretless? You know, why can't I turn this bass into a fretless bass? So that's what we're going to try to do today. I mean, what could go wrong? So I've got the neck off. I've removed the nut. I'm going to use this straight edge to make the neck as straight as possible with no string tension on it. Don't ask me how old this straight edge is, seriously. It's kind of like the Penthouse magazine that your dad keeps under his bed from 1989. Like, it's old, but it gets the job done. So I watched a couple videos on how to do this, and everybody said you need to get end cutting pliers. Go get some end cutting pliers to take the frets out. So I go on Amazon, I order end cutting pliers. These right here. I get them. I do a little test to see if I can grab the fret, and they don't work. Well, come to find out, if the end of the pliers are beveled, they won't work. They have to be pliers like this that are flat, flush right there. So that would have been helpful to know before I started. So just remember, if they're flush, you get a rush. But if they're beveled, you're gonna be deviled. We're gonna heat up each fret with the soldering iron to melt the glue and then use the pliers to pull it out. We're only gonna hold the soldering iron on there maybe 10 or 15 seconds. You'd be surprised what can happen in 15 seconds. That's what I used to tell my ex anyway. So this one's probably almost heated up. He's gonna grab the very end of it and keep the soldering iron on. You see it's starting to come up. Just go slow. Keep it low and slow. Keep that soldering iron going. The tip's not really on the... Okay. Careful. And there you go. No wood damage. Frets out. We got to do that about 1,000,000 more times. So I'm going to set up a time lapse. Let's strap our socks and grab our cocks. So now we've got all the frets removed. I'm going to gently pull this saw through each slot to remove any glue debris or anything like that. I'm going to gently pull it through. I'm not trying to saw the damn thing in half like I'm a magician putting on a magic show for a bunch of snot-nosed little preschoolers. So we're putting in the veneer strips now. We just cut them to size, put some wood glue on them, and just jam the buggers right in there. So we're a little bit past the halfway point here. The veneer is a little bit more troublesome. My shop assistant's sanding while I'm trying to talk. I apologize for that. He's got a bit of an attitude this morning. We're about a little past the halfway point, The veneer is a little bit more troublesome to work with than we anticipated, so it's taking a little while longer, but it's getting done. And there we go. We got all the veneers in. We did a little test down here. It looks like it's going to look good. Going to let this sit overnight, and tomorrow do the sanding. Back for day 2. We are trimming the veneers, getting ready for sanding. Here we go with the first round of sanding. I got a 9.5 radius block with some 150 grit stuck on there. All right, so we've got the sanding just about done, and it's almost time for the oil. Whew, this thing is smoother than the prom queen's honey pot. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more on than I normally would, and I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer than I normally would also, because we've been sanding on this. Look at that. This is looking good, guys. Looking real good. I'm gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes and then wipe it off. Wipe off the excess. Because right now this thing's got more oil on it than a stripper in Fort Lauderdale. Now that the oil's had a chance to sit for a little bit, I'm going to put the base back together and start on the setup. So there you go, guys. I'm going to call this one a success. I think it turned out pretty good considering we didn't really know what we were doing. The setup was kind of a nightmare, just trying to get the string action at the first fret right and trying to get the intonation right. I mean, that's, you know, it's fretless. What are you going to do? But yeah, I think if Jacko's up there somewhere right now, maybe having a Heineken and giving me the nod of approval. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.